Hi, it's Jodie and welcome to another reading vlog. So I don't know how this vlog's gonna go because it's full on lockdown in the UK at the moment, and obviously that means I can't leave my house and I can't really do anything except for stay in, which means most days I wake up and I have greasy hair and look like crap, so I don't really want to film. I am self-isolating with my boyfriend, who's there. And he doesn't really want to be on camera because I had, because Charlotte said I should do a self-isolation reading vlog with my boyfriend because I'm self-isolating with him, but he doesn't want to be on camera. So it's just going to be me being boring. But yeah. So I don't really know how much footage there will be for this vlog, but I'm just going to insert some footage in probably now from the past week or so. I just have little clips of things I've done. So I'll insert those now. Not the most eventful week. I'm trying to think if I've read any books I can show you. But considering I've had nothing but time, I haven't actually really done much reading. I've seen a lot of other people talk about this online, but everyone's saying they kind of just haven't had the concentration to be able to read, and I'm exactly the same. I've just not been, every time I try to read I just can't. It's weird. But I did finally finish The Guinevere Deception. So my initial rating for this was 4 stars, but I ended up giving it 3 stars after thinking about it and re-rating it, and I wrote a little review for it on Goodreads and on Waterstone, so I'll link it below. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. It took 200 pages until I started to enjoy it. The first 200 pages of this book is just the main character going around and talking to people, and nothing really happens, and there's not really any plot happening. So yeah, there's not really much going on, and yeah, it's just weird. And this is kind of marketed partly to be like forbidden romance. I didn't get any kind of hint of forbidden romance at all from this book. It left me with so many questions. Like, there were so many things happening here and you thought, oh well, this is part of the plot, this is going to be answered, it's going to tie into the story, and then it just never did. So now I'm just like, I don't understand like why those things were in there and why those things weren't answered or explained, and how they actually link to the plot. But once I hit the 200 page mark, I couldn't put it down, and I really enjoyed it. And it was like reading a 4 or 5 star read from 200 pages onwards, but it was just the rest of the book was just not there, so that's why I gave it 3 stars. And then I read a book today. Meg got me this from Pride and Fiction. She got me this for my birthday, and I've wanted this for ages, and I read it before, and this was just the perfect book to read because of everything that's going on. So this is The Boy, the Mole, the Fox and the Horse by Charlie, I think it's Mackesy, because I think I said it wrong last time. I really love this book. It's a book that's about friendship, kindness, love, and it's just a really nice book to read, especially with everything that's going on right now. So if you're looking for something to just that's light and nice and it's going to lift your spirits, then definitely pick this up because it's just a really lovely book and I adored it, and the illustrations in it are beautiful. And yeah, so I gave this 5 stars. And then current reads, I currently am reading this here. So I've had this for quite a while. This is The Court of Miracles, so I have a signed copy pre-ordered for this. This comes out on the 4th of June this year, and this is by Kester Grant. And I'm 81 pages in. But yeah, that's my current read. And then I also started the audiobook for City of Ashes by Cassandra Clare, which is the 2nd book in the Mortal Instrument series. So I'm only 60 pages into this, so not very far at all. Since I last talked to you guys, I'm still not read any more of Illuminate. I'm still only 16 pages in. That is all the sort of reading updates I have. I don't know when I'll next update you guys because I just don't know when I'm going to feel like picking up the camera really. Obviously I don't have any plans either because I'm stuck indoors. So yeah, I did move my room around a little bit because I'm going to be decorating. So now my bookshelves are different. I have an extra 2 shelves on each bookcase. It means the books are a lot more squashed. So I think I might take a shelf out of each, I don't know yet. My shelves are there. My chair is no longer in the nice little corner. It's down the other end of my room because it sits back there because my bed's turned round, so my room is totally different. I am planning on kind of redecorating it a little bit, so I'm gonna film that. I don't know if it'll be in this vlog or what. I'm just waiting for stuff to arrive. Yeah, that's pretty much everything. I'll probably just be inserting random footage throughout this entire vlog, and hopefully it's not too boring. But yeah, I'll see you guys soon. I thought I'd just show you guys this anyway because I'm super happy with it and really excited. So I'm redecorating my room. Got this painting. I love certain styles of like art, like fictional or mythical kind of things in it. It's the painting here. So this is by John William Waterhouse, and this is the mermaid painting of his, and it just looks like this. And yeah, look at it, it's beautiful and I'm obsessed. I love mermaids, so this is really, really cool. I just got this today. It is amazing. Look at the illustrations that are in here. I'm literally obsessed with it already. Synopsis there if you do want to pause this video and have a little look. But it has 400 illustrations and it just looks like this. And I got this on Amazon. So cool, I love it. I'm waiting for some paint to arrive that I've ordered because I'm gonna paint this wall and get rid of everything that's on it and redecorate my entire bedroom. So I just wish it was here so I could decorate. This book did arrive today, which is Angels and Demons in Art. So I'm obsessed with angels and I'm getting into art recently, like old paintings and things. And I saw this book and I just really wanted it, and it's just literally all paintings with angels and demons in and information about them. So yeah, I thought it was a really cool book. So that arrived, which is exciting. I am redecorating my bedroom, so I have some cute little things that have arrived, which I'll show you. This statue here arrived, which I love. I got that, and then I got this gorgeous gold antique frame, but it just has a random picture in it, so I need to get a picture to go in there. But I just love this frame, it's so nice. And then I got this beautiful amethyst crystal, and I got this little stand with it as well. Oh, it's just so pretty. I'm obsessed with stuff like this. They're little bits that I've got for my room when it is actually decorated. I'm going to be sitting them in some other places. Still waiting for stuff to arrive and my paint, because yeah, I really need to paint the wall. I'm so excited. I don't have anything to update you guys on. Again, this vlog is gonna suck because there's just nothing else to do in self-isolation. today is Monday the 6th of April, I think. Don't really have a lot of reading updates because I haven't really done hardly any reading the last few days, just because I've been doing other things. But I did read this book here. So I was sent this from Oxford Publishing. This is obviously from the children's section. So this is marketed to 5 to 8 year olds, and I think this is the third book in a little series, and this is Kitty and the Sky Garden Adventure. So I read this yesterday just because obviously it was like a really super easy read. It was only 100 pages and, you know, it's for kids, so it was easy to read. It was a really cute story. I really enjoyed it. It's basically about a girl called Kitty who is like a superhero, and she has like heightened senses like a cat, and she has 2 little friends who are also cats, and she goes on adventures. And this one's just really about how magical nature is, and kind of introduces the idea of recycling to kids and stuff like that in a fun way. And it's just a really cute little book, and I really enjoyed it. So that's literally the only reading that I've done. I don't have a lot to say except for my paint finally arrived to redecorate my bedroom. I think I'm just gonna fill in the holes and stuff on my wall from where I've had shelves up and do all that and clear the wall, and then hopefully get a bit of painting done today. So I thought I would add this to this vlog to make it a bit more interesting, because I was going to film it separately, but it's just going to be better to put it in this vlog. So I thought I'd film my 2K Q&A now and add it in. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm a bit nervous. Got quite a lot of questions, to be honest. I originally asked what questions you had for me when I hit 1K, and then I just didn't get around to film the video, and then now I just thought I'd do it for 2K, and I've kept all the questions. And yeah, so these have been asked quite a while ago. So right, okay, I don't know how this is gonna go because I don't know if I've got them all wrote down. So if you asked me a question and I didn't answer it, I'm really sorry. I asked for these on Instagram, by the way, and the first question I got asked was from Books, Coffee and Fun on Instagram, which is one of my favourite Bookstagram accounts. And one of the questions was, what's something that you're passionate about besides books? So I am very passionate about photography. I'm really amateur on it, but I really love photography. Guess you could say I'm passionate about selling books because I love my job. So I'd say that counts. I can't really think of anything that I'm passionate about that's not books. That's kind of it. I'm not a very passionate person. Another question from the same person is, what was your favourite book as a child? Okay, so the first book I ever read as a child that I remember being obsessed with and absolutely loving would be this book series here. So I still have them. So this is called Stardust by Linda Chapman. I remember buying these in Asda when I was like 5. Like, I was obsessed with this series. I don't even remember exactly what it's about, and I really want to reread them again because I just remember like how much I love these books. I'd say like this was my favourite as a child because yeah, it made me really happy. And if anyone else ever read them, if you did, then let me know, because I've never met anyone else who actually read these books before or has heard of them. And then Polly Marie on Instagram asked me, what's it like working at Waterstones? So it's great. I love it personally. It's really fun, like obviously working with books, talking to people about books and recommending books, and it's also a really great way of finding new books as well, because customers will recommend books to me. Obviously most people that come through the door are also book lovers, so when you're stood there completely geeking out and really excited about a book, you're not getting odd looks like you would do from some people who don't understand like the big hype around books. And yeah, I really love it, and I'm really grateful to have a job that I actually love. I think that answers that question. She also asked, how long has it taken you to build your book collection? It's bookshelves of dreams. So thank you. So I have probably been collecting all the books I have now, I'd say maybe 4 years, sort of. I mean, I had a few books in like 2016, 2017, but it probably was 2017 where I really actually started to collect books. So I have like some multiple copies of books on my shelves because I also collect them as well as read them. Yeah, it's 4 years roughly to get where I'm at now, and I love all my books and I would never part with any of them. She also asked, where do you buy your books? Do you read ebooks, and what apps do you use for reading? I buy my books mostly from Waterstones, sometimes Amazon if I can't get it at Waterstones, and if I want specific US editions of books then I will sometimes get them from Book Depository or wordery.com. I don't read ebooks, I just can't. I've tried, can't do it. I'm not into Kindles, and that's why I don't use NetGalley, or whatever it's called. NetGalley, is it called? I think it's called NetGalley, to request ARCs, because I just can't read a book on a screen. I don't know why, I just can't do it. So I don't read ebooks, but I do now listen to audiobooks. So the apps I use are Scribd and Audible. And she also asked me, who are your top 3 favourite authors? So my top 3 favourite authors would be Sarah J Maas was the first, obviously. I don't feel like I've read enough books per author to have like absolute favourites for 2 and 3, but I'd probably say at the moment, and it will change except for Sarah J Maas, I'd probably say maybe Nicola Yoon, because I just love her writing. She wrote Everything and I love that book. I thought it was so good. Bit of a like typical answer, but I'd probably say J.K. Rowling, because Harry Potter. I love Harry Potter, you can't go wrong with Harry Potter. But I mean, like I said, there's so many books that I really want to read by other authors. Like Brandon Sanderson, I have a feeling will be one of my favourite top authors, but I've just not read enough of Brandon Sanderson's books yet to say so. I think those would probably be my top 3. That would be my top 3 at the moment. It will change though, it always changes. My favourite TV series would be Supernatural. I love Supernatural. I met Misha last year and it was the best day of my life, and that was Joanne Stainforth on Instagram asked me that question, and Simplistic Joy on Instagram asked me favourite Harry Potter book, character and why. PS, I love ya. Love you too. So my favourite Harry Potter book is probably going to be, I'd probably say Philosopher's Stone's my favourite book. My favourite character is Hermione, and that's because she's the most relatable character in my opinion. Well, for me anyway, she's the most relatable. I love her nerdiness and just everything about her character, and she's really fierce and like brave and nerdy, and she loves her books, and obviously I can relate to that, so I'd have to say Hermione, obviously. Charles asked me, will your boyfriend be in any videos? Also top tips for Bookstagram. So probably not, he doesn't want to be on camera, so I'd probably say no, but never say never. And then Bookstagram tips, a consistent theme. So I have the exact same filter on every single photo, and I use Visco. I kind of keep like a similar theme as in what kind of photos I post, but occasionally sometimes I'll just randomly upload a photo of like coffee in a book when I'm out. It just depends. I don't strictly plan my theme, but I do have the preview app and I have all photos in there, so sometimes I'll mess about with that and make sure like certain posts will look right next to each other. I don't want like too much of one colour at a time or anything like that, but I mostly just keep a consistent feed. Something that I've started to do now is write a lot more personal kind of captions and longer captions, and ask a question. But engagement with people is really good, so people will answer your question in the comments and then you can talk to them about it, and I think engagement's really important. I also make sure to like people's photos as often as I can, and sometimes I'll do like little shout outs of accounts that I'm really loving. Those are probably like the main things, is just to keep like a consistent theme if you can. Talk to people on your posts and comment on other people's as well. That's probably all the tips I have. Carolina Ross on Instagram asked, where do you get your bookshelves from? So my bookshelves are from IKEA. They're the, I want to say the Billy ones, I don't know, they're just the white ones that are like, I think originally you get 6 shelves, so whichever ones are that tall with 6 shelves already in it. And then I bought the extension packs, so I've got like 2 extra shelves at the moment per shelf. So they're from IKEA. Did Perk 23 commented, top 5 books in your 2 favourite genres and why you decided to start bookstagramming / your YouTube page. I think it would be really difficult for me to do a top 5 in my 2 favourite genres because there's too many. 2 favourite genres, it's obviously YA is like my favourite genre, but then there's loads of obviously genres within YA, but I'm just going to class YA as a genre. So I'd say young adult and fantasy are my favourite genres. Favourite fantasies that are like not YA would be Crescent City, obviously. I really like The Last Wish by Andrzej Sapkowski. I don't know how to say his name. Hobbit would be one. For YA, any Sarah J Maas book. Stalking Jack the Ripper by Carrie Maniscalco would definitely be one. Probably The Hunger Games. I'd have to say The Hunger Games. I love that so much. I can't really think off the top of my head, and like I said, there's just so many. But there's some of my favourite books. I've probably missed out like really obvious ones, but off the top of my head, that's what they're like the main ones. Why I decided to start bookstagramming on my YouTube page. So bookstagram I started, I don't even know when, like 2016 maybe, or 17. I'm not actually sure when I actually started it, but I started it because I discovered what bookstagram was, and I've always loved books, well, as long as I can remember. At the time, I guess I didn't feel confident enough to be able to post on my personal Instagram books. Like I don't know, it was kind of like no one posted stuff like that I followed. Everyone just kind of posted like selfies and things like that. So I kind of wanted a place online where I could literally post all about books and talk to other people about books and just see photos that were books. So I just made my Instagram, my bookstagram, simply because yeah, I just wanted a place that was just about books, and it was the best decision I made. I love my bookstagram. I've always been into like photography and making films since I was like 8 or 7. I got like my first digital camera, and I used to make movies on Windows Movie Maker about random stuff. So I kind of think YouTube was always something I wanted to do, and I think I made my first video probably like 2017. It wasn't a booktube, it was just like random like travel-y kind of ones and Harry Potter stuff. And yeah, I really love like creating videos and things like that. So I think because I kind of found bookstagram and loved that, I thought why not make my YouTube kind of like about books. So yeah, that's kind of how I got into it, and I'm glad that I started it. And Sophie Makeup asked me, what are your favourite lipsticks / glosses? I wear the same lipstick all the time. The only lipstick I wear is the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk lipstick. That's my favourite lipstick and I wear it every single day. I don't wear lip gloss, and if I do, it's just like a Primark one. But Charlotte Tilbury's Pillow Talk is my favourite, and that's the one that I wear every single day. That's that question. Books with Brooke asked, do you have any bookish / reading goals for this year? Where are your favourite reading spots? Yes, I do have a lot of bookish goals for this year. I did a blog post about it, so I'll link that down below. Some of them that I can remember off the top of my head were to read some classics, because I haven't really read that many. I want to finish the Throne of Glass series because I actually haven't. I still haven't read Kingdom of Ash because I'm putting it off because I'm just terrified of reading it. I do not want it to be over, but I also want to read it. So I'm going to reread the entire series throughout the year, which I am doing now, and read that. Another one was to read more sci-fi and fantasy. Another one was to get back into graphic novels because I used to absolutely love comic books. And I also want to read my first ever manga. Never read manga. Guess that's a goal, is to read a manga. And then I want to finish my Goodreads challenge, which is to read 50 books this year. So at the moment I'm 24 books in, so I'm almost halfway. Where's your favourite reading spots? Some favourite reading spots would probably be on that chair there or in bed. Probably Cafe Nero as well. That's pretty much it. She also asked me top favourite books / recommendations. What books are next or very high on your TBR? So I kind of covered what my favourite books were already, but some other ones I probably didn't say were Outlander. I really enjoyed that. I'd say it's probably a favourite, but I wouldn't reread it because it's just too long. What would I recommend? Crescent City, if you like fantasy. I can't stop recommending this book to people because I love it so much. I definitely recommend Crescent City. If you like fantasy, I just think it's an amazing book. It's so well written, the characters are amazing, the world's amazing, everything about it is amazing. So Crescent City. The recommendations, probably say Perks of Being a Wallflower. I just think it's such a good book. And then The Boy, the Fox, the Mole, the Horse that I read today. I'd recommend that because it's a lovely story. What books are next or very high on my TBR? Women and Rising by Leigh Bardugo is because it's the last book in the trilogy. the Shadow and Bone trilogy. Ninth House by Lee Bardugo as well, still not read that. Skyward by Brandon Sanderson. Priory by, I think it's Samantha Shannon. Angel Mage by Garth Nix is really high up there as well. The Six of Crows, Geology, and Discovery of Witches. Yeah, there's so many books that are high on my TBR, like so many. But they're just some that I can think of that I'm really excited to read and want to get to like ASAP. James is reading 83 asked, what do you believe is your greatest trait? I don't know. My greatest trait probably be that I'm really chatty, so I guess it kind of makes me easy to talk to and I can kind of just talk to anyone. But yeah, probably that I'm quite chatty, so I can talk to people quite easily. I feel like I'm quite approachable and like friendly, so I think so. I don't know. Bookseller Baggins asked, which fictional male is your boyfriend like, or which mix of them? So I actually did think of this one for ages and I'm actually not sure. I think I'd probably just say Rhysand from the Actor series, because my boyfriend's got like really dark hair and features like he has, and I fancy the pants off Rhysand and obviously fancy the pants off my boyfriend. Rhys is quite a wind up and my boyfriend is a huge wind up. All he does is just wind me up. I'd probably just say Rhys because I love Bruce and I love my boyfriend, so that's gonna be my answer, because I can't really think, I've never actually read a character in a book before and thought that's exactly like my boyfriend. So Rhys is gonna be my answer. And I have some more questions from Holly Marie again. Favourite Sarah J Maas books in ranking order? Oh my gosh. Right, okay, we are not going there because I cannot. But off the top of my head, my absolute favourites that would be in the top 3 would be Throne of Glass, A Court of Mist and Fury, and Air of Fire, and Crescent City. Oh my gosh, oh, totally forgot Crescent City. They're like my top ones, but I could not put them in a specific order. I just could not do it. Maybe after I've reread them all again, because I am rereading Throne of Glass series, I'm also rereading Crescent City, and I'm rereading the Actor series. So maybe once I've done my rereads I could do that, but at the moment I just couldn't, like I just couldn't. But they're my top 4 like absolute favourites. Spoopy Hall asked, what made you start a YouTube channel? So I kind of answered this before, but just that I love making videos. I have done since I was really young. I love talking about books and I like just making something and being productive and filming and stuff and editing. So I made a YouTube simply to be able to film videos and talk about books. Margarito Fustino, I think is how you say it, asked, favourite fantasy / mythical creature, in which book is it best represented? My favourite fantasy or mythical creature would be an angel. I'm obsessed with angels, and I'm just gonna have to say it. You guys are sick of me mentioning this book, but I'm just gonna say Crescent City, because Hunt, I don't even need to say anything else. But yeah, I'd probably say Crescent City, or maybe even the Fallen books, as cheesy as they are. Angels are in those. And then I really like Mermaids as well, and To Kill a Kingdom. I think it's been so long since I read it, but I'm pretty sure it's Mermaids, and like they were quite cool on that, but I don't remember. They're my favourites. Jackie and her books asked, when did you start loving to read? When I was like old enough to read. I've always loved books. I used to go to Waterstones every weekend with my nan and granddad and get a new book. I just always loved reading as early as I can remember. And then Just TY asked, what book series would you want a great movie TV adaptation of? Throne of Glass, easy. I can't remember if they were doing one or not. I think they might have been, I'm not sure, it might have been Actor. I'd also like a TV series for that, please, Netflix. But yeah, Throne of Glass or Actor, because I just think they'd be amazing. And then Mika asked, if you could only choose 3 books to reread for the rest of your life, what would they be? Court of Mist and Fury, Perks of Being a Wallflower, because I just really like it. I'm trying not to say Crescent City, so it would be Crescent City, but just because I don't want to keep saying it, I'd probably say The Hunger Games, because I just absolutely adored that book. Your Own Reflection said hi, hello. Georgia Young put, best thing about working in a bookstore, I love your channel by the way, thank you. Best thing about working in a bookstore would be that I get to work around books and talk about books, recommend books and buy books. So yeah, they're the best things about it. It's the best job in the world and I love it. Lucia Elena, I can't pronounce it, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for getting it wrong. So what is your fave series by Cassandra Clare? What is your fave character from her books? So I've only read the first couple of books from the Mortal Instruments, and I'm talking like years ago. So yeah, I have every single book. I've collected every single book and every single edition. I collect books as well, but for some reason I just never finished the series. I've just picked up the other books over any Cassandra Clare ones. But I did reread City of Bones recently, and I'm listening to the second book, City of Ashes, on audio. I'm making my way through, so unfortunately I can't answer that question, but I can tell you it's probably not going to be the Mortal Instruments series, because I just think the writing's not that great, and I hate Clary and Jace. Well, hate's a strong word, I strongly dislike them. I don't know, my favourite character so far is probably Magnus Bane. I haven't read them all, so I can't really answer that very well, but I am making my way through them. She also asked, how do you curl your hair? So I use a curling wand. At the moment, I mean recently, I'm trying not to do anything to my hair, so it's a big crazy mess. I use a curling wand, which is like a Babyliss one, and it's one of the ones where it's like fat at the end and then goes skinny at the other end. I don't know what one it is, I've had it for years, but I just use like a curling wand. And then what glosses do you use? I don't use any lip glosses, I just use the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk lipstick. It's the only one I wear. And she put, you are so beautiful, thank you so much. Last question, which I had on a recent YouTube video, was, am I reading any new horror books? So I don't really read a lot of horror. The only sort of horror I've read is Stephen King, which was Carrie, and I loved it. That's one of my favourite books as well. I don't really read horror, I read crime and thriller. Horror is just never a genre I've actually gone into. But I don't really have a horror book that I'm going to be reading soon. And she also asked me if I'm going to be doing any more travel videos, so I'm assuming she means the videos I made in like 2017 where I went to like London and stuff like that. Maybe, I don't know. Right now I'm not going anywhere. I'm supposed to be going to Cyprus in June. Don't know if that'll be going ahead because of the coronavirus. And I'm supposed to be going to Italy in August. I don't think I'll film either of those because they're family holidays. But maybe if I have any trips anywhere in the future, then I might do. Maybe, I don't know. But I haven't got any trips coming up anytime soon that I will be filming. Yeah, I think that's all the questions. I probably have missed a bunch. Those were all the questions. So this has been very, very long, but I'm gonna insert this at the end of the video on this vlog. But those are all the questions that I've had. So yeah, again, thank you so much for 2k. It's crazy. And thank you for anyone who sent me a question. My answers weren't too terrible. And I'm filming this outro way ahead of time, but this is probably going to go on the end of my video anyway. So I just want to say thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this painful and boring vlog that it's probably gonna be because I'm stuck indoors. But yeah, thank you for watching anyway, and if you made it to this point, then a big thank you. If you did like this video, then please give it a thumbs up and comment down below if you've read any books that I've mentioned in this video and what you thought of them. And I hope you're all staying safe and well and are reading lots of good books. I'll have all my social medias linked in the description bar, because I've been asked a couple of times on some videos for certain social medias, so they are all linked in the description, along with any reviews I talked about or any specific books that I mentioned will also be linked there. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.